is James Williams Jr. Yes, I am rocking the samurai hairdo today. No, I am not a samurai. However, this video is going to be about martial arts because I am a martial artist, always have been, always will be. So I'll get on the bandwagon because I'm behind the times. Because apparently, in all my medical mischief, I've been catching up with a lot of videos. See that samurai look. I just told this Jackie that I was busy. Anyway, as I continue this, yo, I'm let me cut this damn phone off. That'll solve that problem for the most part. Y'all will probably hear that a couple of more times. But if my phone is off and I charge this bitch. Anyway, as I was saying, so there's a lot of martial art videos out here about people like baselining or downgrading or basing your face about martial artists who are phonies and false and all that other shit. Alright. So, as a child of the 70s, I'm gonna keep it real about this motherfucker. One guy, I just described him last night. He put this out a year ago. I think it's like Joseph Andre or something. He is exactly correct. Alright, so I'm gonna break it down to you. Like he said, it's not the martial art that fails, it's the martial artist. You gotta understand, when you're doing a martial art, there are two types of martial arts. Alright? I'm not talking about styles. I'm talking about there's dojo martial arts and there's street martial arts. Alright? Now, the reason why dojo martial arts does not work in the street is because how you are trained is how you are going to fight. And what applies in the dojo will never apply in the street. Alright? Because most of the time in the dojo, it's all about respect and who's quicker, who can tag you in certain spots of your body. You know, chest, stomach, thighs, arms. Those are where your points. Things that you cannot do, as he said, thumb to the eye, hitting the throat, hitting the crotch. You know, things that you can do in the street. Because in the street, I'm going to hit you with Suntendo. Anything goes. Or was that Sum Saltome? Either way, anything goes in the streets. Alright? So when you are fighting in the streets, and you can have all the martial art knowledge you know and you want, it's really about who's the better fighter. And who's tougher. No. Let me put it to you my way. I can't put it to you his way. Because see, in the streets, sometimes even the best fighter can wind up on their ass. And it's really quite simple. Sometimes people just get fucking lucky and can't fight their way out of a wet paper bag with 8 million holes in it. You know, if you haven't been in any street fights, then you wouldn't know. If all you've ever done is dojo training, and according to some of these videos that the kumite never happened and all this other stuff, you know, hey, I ain't gonna knock none of that shit. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you don't have proof that the kumite didn't happen, then I would advise you not to say such things. Or I would advise you to go find someone who's actually been in a kumite style fight and fight them. And if you win, okay, there you go. You're a better fighter than they are. And if you win and got lucky, you know, I wouldn't go around bragging that I beat somebody who fought in full contact kumite fighting. Because then, the truth be told, kumite is basically street fighting, where you put your skill and knowledge to the test. And back in the 70s, you know, laws weren't as tight as they are now. Laws were a little bit lax. So back when Bruce Lee and Wong Jack Man and them fought for competition and everything like that to see who had the best skill set or whatever, you could fuck people up. And it really wouldn't be that much ramifications for it. Nowadays, you know, you have to have waivers and lawyers and doctors on hand and stuff like that. Where you're in the dojo, there's always a medical personnel there. There has to be, because sometimes shit happens, people get hurt, and we have to deal with it. Now, I've never fought in a dojo. I've only fought in the street. Have I learned in the dojo? Yes, I have. My senseis, uh, the last sensei that I had was Hiroma Johnson, but she was teaching me qigong and tai chi stuff. So technically, that wasn't fighting. She came to us personally. We paid her. She trained us. All right. I can't remember the name of anything she taught us. I don't practice what she taught us because it wasn't really my thing. It was to humble me, to smooth my attitude down and to teach me about chi. Now, I'm pretty sure she can probably fuck somebody up. She is Japanese after all. Now, granted, she's married to a gaijin. That's why her last name is an American name. Alright, now, for my taekwondo and my karate, I took in dojos. And when I was 7 to 10, I took karate. When I was 15 to like 19 or 18, I took taekwondo. And it got to the point where I can't afford to pay my car payment or I can't do kung fu. Well, taekwondo. I opted to keep the car because I had to work. No. So I did that. Now, being that Mr. Joseph Andre, whoever I watched last night, he has made tremendous points because MMA also doesn't work on the street in a street fight because that's really all I've fought in. I've never fought in no tournament, so don't go saying I'm a fake martial artist and all this shit. In a street fight, I will honestly tell you, skill set counts. Skill set, it doesn't matter how big you are, it doesn't matter how strong you are, it matters how tough you are, because if you can take an ass whooping and you can outlast the guy just throwing that ass whooping, then you got a better chance of surviving the fight. And I would tell people, for the most part, if you're going to fight, you fight to survive. You don't fight to win, you fight to survive. Because when you're fighting to win, you just a paper champion, just like everybody else. Now, you'll be a paper champion, and no one wants to be a paper champion. So, you have to deal with that. Please ignore my brand new niece. She's screaming in the background. But I will put it to you this way. I've been in maybe, if you don't count when I was 6, I would say I've probably been in maybe 5 or 6 street fights. And most people have never come back for a second round. I've had one complete loss in a sparring match, which people in my family who couldn't fight me themselves got some ringer to do it. And then my big sister used to whoop my ass every day. Every fucking day. Every chance she got, she whooped my ass. Now, her plus the street fights that I was under the age of 12, if you count them, then I've been in multiple street fights. But if you're going to count the ones from when I got older, they started and stopped at the age of 15. No, because I fought from 6 to 12 years old. No, you can't document shit from the 70s and 80s when you're a kid. Because motherfuckers, we was poor. We ain't have these damn video cameras and shit. Now that I have them, I'm not going to go around and put on a Kimbo Slice and none of that shit. I'm 44 years old. I should be acting like a 44-year-old man. I shouldn't be going around just challenging people and beating them up because I have a little bit of skills. And here's the thing that separated Bruce Lee from everyone else. Time. He had broke into this business in a time where martial arts was pure. And now, let's see, I'm going to put this as real as possible. If this offends you, I'm sorry. Everybody and their mama knows martial arts. And you're probably thinking, really? So now I'm going to tell you the truth. Everybody and their mama does know martial arts. Why? Because this is the one thing that senseis and even masters, if you want to call them that, don't want you to know. Alright? Now this is a thing that many Asians know and don't share. So since technically Native Americans are Asian, and I'm only a part Native American, I can share this because I don't give a damn. Alright? Everyone knows martial arts. You just didn't know that you know martial arts. Which is why you come to people like me to open the door right here in your mind's eye and walk you through it. Now, as Mr. Andre said, if you don't train, if you don't practice, if you don't live it, then all you doing is exercising, which is true. When I first took a martial art, I learned how to kick and punch. I learned how to block. I learned how to kick. I learned how to punch. As I got more developed in skills, I had to learn where to kick and where to punch. Because a kick is a kick and a punch is a punch. It's just that simple. Where you hit someone is what determines your victory. No. And I tell people all the time, look, if a person can't stand, they can still fuck you up. If a person can't breathe, they ain't doing shit to you. So I tell people, because I'm telling you because I shouldn't, so I'm going to tell you anyway, because I'm not worried about some martial artist coming to my yard and say, hey, you're telling too many of our secrets. We're going to fuck you up. You think you're Bruce Lee? We're going to show you that you're not. Whatever. I'm going to tell you because this is probably going to stop a lot of people from making money. Alright? You have so many meridians and kill zones and pressure points in your body. And here's that douchebag again. You have 365 pressure points in the human body. If you take a lesson in Kenpo, they will teach you where to hit. If you take a lesson in karate, they will teach you how to block and counter. If you teach a lesson in kung fu, I'm really sorry about this. I don't know why some people just can't get a hit. Excuse me, a hint. A hit. Oh, there's no going back here, buddy. Anyway, if if you take some Kenpo, they will teach you pressure points. There are many different styles of martial arts. You know, some Chinese styles have the iron body technique. Now, a lot of you are like, well, what, did you see that on a Shaw Brothers thing? It's like, well, no, I haven't seen that on a Shaw Brothers collection, but I know that it exists because I do my research. I didn't know that the Philippines had a martial art. It involves sticks, much like the Korean short stick martial art, or shobos. You know, the Koreans have it, and so do the Philippines. You know, but they have like these whip sticks. I don't know what the exact name of them is, but they're like whip sticks. They're not thick like they would do if you were in Thailand, but they whip out and they're kind of flexible, but they hit you just like getting hit by a regular ass stick. Yes, I know you're thinking, have you been to Thailand? Have you been to the Philippines? No, I have not. But see, there's these things called books that you young people don't know, because y'all know Google and you know Slide Finger, but these things called books. And a lot of fighters write books, you know, and they let you know what's effective and what is not. Now, I'm not going to hit you with no damn Daniel LaRusso shit from the Karate Kid that you can learn martial arts from a book. You cannot. You can learn principle or technique from a book, but the question is, if you don't have someone show you how to apply it, does that shit work? Right? I've read lots of damn books. I can only tell you that a kick is a kick and a punch is a punch. Alright? You have to have someone teach you how to apply it, or at least unlock the knowledge within here so that you can be effective out there. Now, most people who take a martial art, they get these belts and shit, and they think they're hot shit. And I will tell you the same thing in Bruce Lee's philosophy, which is the same thing that should be in probably every sensei's philosophy, but America has laws and rules and shit, which is why I don't have a school. A belt is only to hold up your pants. Alright? Now, my principal thing on this is that, you know, breaking a brick and breaking a board only shows might and right and strength. But when you out in the streets, might and right don't have shit to do if you survive in a fight. You know, you can be stronger than the guy in the battlefield and still wind up getting your ass beat. You know, let's just keep that shit real. If this guy's got a better skill set than you think you're hot shit, you know some martial arts, you know some moves, you got great skills, but you don't have great experience. Sleepy sleep time. So, you know, this is going to have to be a 3-part video, maybe more. But, you know, to be honest with you, if you are going to do anything in the martial arts, first get yourself in a good school. You know, there are techniques in the martial arts that they don't teach you in a dojo because either they don't have the facility to build the equipment that they need, or they don't have the skill set themselves to teach you the skills that you need. And I will tell you this, and I'm going to be as straight up honest with you as possible. your best teacher will be experience. All right, and I'm not saying, hey, you learned martial arts, now go out and start a fight. No, that is not what I'm saying. Because hey, you learned martial arts, go out and start a fight. Sleepy sleep. All right, so let me break it down for you. Martial arts is life. All right, it is in everything that you do. You just have not recognized it yet. All right. Now, you go into play soccer. You learn how to do a soccer kick. You elevate your soccer kick from low to high. You have a taekwondo turning round kick because you know in soccer you use the instep of your shoe. This part of your foot. Well, in taekwondo, when you get this foot up here and it snaps, you turn it all the way around. So, and you rotate your hip. Now, I'm going to tell you my little secret. Alright? Are you ready? When I took Taekwondo, the only reason I took Taekwondo from a white man who was raised in Japan, who should have been teaching ninjutsu instead of Taekwondo, but he taught other styles. He also taught jujitsu and stuff like that. I didn't take those classes because I didn't know he had them. I didn't read the full brochure. I read Taekwondo and said, wow, what the fuck is that? Then I didn't have Google, but I asked some Asian people and it's like, oh, Taekwondo is Korean. I said, oh, really? So it was like, okay, well, I didn't even know Koreans had martial arts until I took Taekwondo. So, the only martial arts I ever knew was karate and kung fu because it's always been that rivalry. But a person who can do both can be unstoppable. Every style that you incorporate into your style will help you in the long run. Now, the reason I say that is because here's my secret. I took Taekwondo so I could beat anyone who knew Taekwondo. I took Judo so I could beat anyone who knew Judo. I took some principles of ninjutsu because I learned like maybe like that much of ninjutsu and incorporated everything I know into what I have, and my style became my own. It's basically like a street food without a name. You know, because when you name stuff, as they quoted in Bruce Lee's newest release about his movie, about his life, a style is basically a prison. So the more you know, the less you have on limitations. All right. Now, yeah, I quoted that straight out of Birth of a Dragon, but it is also the truth. The more styles that you can study, the more styles that you can learn, the better your chances of surviving a fight. You know, because one, you don't know what that guy across the battlefield knows. Now, if you ask me, because I'm gonna be straight with you, I honestly don't give a damn. Now, I will tell you this: fear is a good thing, but you don't want to be petrified. I have been afraid in every fight that I've been in, every fucking one, which is why I won. I feel that if I am not a little bit scared, I probably will lose. No, now I haven't been afraid in maybe that sparring match because it's a sparring match. It's not real. Y'all just titting for tagging, basically feeling each other out. A sparring match is like a wrestling match. You know, it's not set like in wrestling on who's gonna win because the sparring match is basically just freestyle sparring. It's more like points, who's got the better, or who's got the faster, or who's just got the shit that they need, the it factor during that time. Now, just because you lose a sparring match doesn't mean you will lose in a real fight. It just means that you know what you need to work on, so fix it. I'm going to the second video after this. Oh, I'm going to the second video right now.